220. Whew, man. Yeah. Whew. What a day. What a day. After doing about 200 squats, I'm a little sore, but fortunately my fitness is being tracked. Now, this week on Average Avengers, everyone is talking about fitness trackers. I am talking about Google Fit, the Quibi option of fitness tracking, I guess. Google Fit is if you wanted to track your fitness but didn't care at all if anything was accurate. In fact, you would use Google Fit to make you seem better without any realistic results. Google Fit is free. It is free on the App Store right now, and it actually goes conjoined with a smartwatch, which makes it a little more accurate. It comes with the standard things that any fitness app can do. It comes with, you can track your walking, track your workouts, and most recently had a huge update in regards to your heart health. It's called something called health points, which is just kind of a rejigging of some of your stats. And it does all the things that you would expect. It tracks your locations on your walks. It adds all sorts of bells and whistles, goals, achievements, tracks your sleep, creepy. And it also comes with a breathing guide as well. Now, this is really of only any real value. Any of these features, if you actually pair it with a smartwatch. Using just your phone, it's very inaccurate. If you use a smartwatch, it does get a little bit more precise, but just a little bit more. If you go to the App Store now, you'll never see an app with so many one-star reviews. The last time I saw that few stars, I was in a big city, and light pollution was the only reason I couldn't see anything. It wasn't really a good joke, but it's actually just a fact. Also, light pollution, guys, come on, live in the north. Anyway, I don't recommend this app at all. You think you might want to go to it because it is a free option, which is fantastic. And if you want to invest in a smartwatch, then you can go that one step further. But if you're going to invest in a smartwatch for fitness, you might as well get a smartwatch and use a different app, or get a Fitbit, or get one of the many other products out there. Get a smartwatch for a smartwatch, get a fitness tracker for a fitness tracker, because each does what they do well, and neither will do both successfully. So that is my review of Google Fit. It's not great, it's not accurate, it is free, and it does track your movements, but even the pedometer is off. So it doesn't matter how expensive your phone is, it's still not going to track your stuff very well. That's just not my experience. Take a look at the reviews at the Google Play Store and see the same reviews across the board. Anyway, I have to go run 100 kilometers now, which I will do. Oh, actually, speaking of which, it's also very biased because it tracks how much you will lose by playing certain sports. So you say, I'm going to play baseball. Play baseball for 2 hours, it gives you an average how much you should have lost. It has paragliding, wind sailing, scuba diving, spelunking, but nothing for archery. So even Google thinks the guy with a bow and arrow is ridiculous on a team of Avengers, which is just rude. Anyway, off to the 100K. Talk to you later.
So if you're out in the market for a fitness tracker, you've probably noticed that there's an abundance of options for you. So what we've decided to do is each tackle a different brand and discuss more about the features and options available to you within those brands. So the one I've chosen to talk about is Fitbit. I've had a Fitbit now for about 7 years. This is my third model. I started with the really simple one. It was the Flex. It just had lights on it to indicate how close to your main goal that you were. From there, I upgraded to the Alta HR. That one has the heart rate monitor in it, which was a feature I was really looking for, and it was more functional as a watch because it had an actual screen on it. And from that, recently I upgraded to the Charge 3. So this one is still technically an older model compared to what's out now, but for me, it has some of the features like it has the ability to count how many flights of stairs you go up and down in a day. I was curious about that. And then it also has like the standard features. They all have like your pedometer, your basic pedometer on there. This one does stairs, calorie counting, your number of active minutes in a day. They have a sleep tracking feature. This one has like a nice relaxation breathing thing where you can follow along on the screen, which I really enjoy. And then of course they are like somewhat of a smartwatch, so you can pair your phone with it. You can have calls and text alerted to it. And this one, you can actually read the text on the screen. I have since turned the text off on mine because I found it to be overwhelming, but I do still have the phone call part hooked up. So when my phone rings, it vibrates for me. So that's nice. Oh, and the silent alarm feature I really enjoy. So if you need to get up in the morning, you don't want to wake your partner up in bed, you can set the alarm on here and it'll just vibrate on your wrist silently. So that only you are being woken up. Fitbit is a great option because it is super customizable. You can get all kinds of third-party wristbands. So I paid like $15 for a whole bunch of different colored wristbands to go with mine so that I can match it to my outfit or whatever I'm doing that day. And they're super compatible with different apps. So I know different calorie counting apps. For example, MyFitnessPal, when I was using that one, you can pair Fitbit with that to have your number of steps and your calories burned in a day like incorporated into your calorie counting. Since MyFitnessPal, I've upgraded to the Fitbit Premium actually. So you can buy a Fitbit and have almost all of the features available to you, but if you choose Fitbit Premium, I have a 3-month free trial, but after that, I believe it's $13.50 a month. And with that, there's just more data available. So with the sleep tracking, you can see your actual metrics. You can see like your respiration rates. You can see your resting heart rate and when you were in and out of that throughout your sleep. And it just goes in much more detail, as well as you can get monthly wellness reports. So it does have a lot of features, and you can kind of pick the level of depth that you want to go to with the different models available to you. And they can go anywhere from 400 to like about 180. There's even models for kids if you're interested in. So I would say super flexible for the whole family, a great option if you are just getting started. And there's certainly room to dig deeper if you find yourself wanting more of that information.
Hi everyone, Kate here, and today I'm going to be talking about some fitness trackers, particularly fitness trackers made by Garmin. Now, the first thing that I can note about Garmin fitness trackers is that if you can think of an activity, Garmin's got a tracker for it, which is actually pretty spectacular. All of their trackers begin with activity tracking, heart rate monitoring, sleep monitoring, and a great battery life. But as you look at some higher end models of the Garmin wearables, you get some extra techy features like smartwatch functions, enhanced GPS tracking, hydration or respiration tracking on screen workouts, and even a built-in speaker to listen to your music while you're working out. What's also nice about the Garmin wearables is that the majority of them look like watches first. They're not only great for fitness, but also fashion. They can be connected to your smartphone using the Garmin Connect app, and there's a variety of different accessories that can support having the wearable item, including something like the Smart Scale, which doesn't just look at your weight or weight trends, but also your BMI, your body fat percentage, your skeletal muscle mass, your bone mass, your body water percentage, and even gives you a weather update in the morning. So, pros of all this. The Garmin wearables are actually quite fashionable. They have a great battery life. Some of them have smartwatch features, which is something that I really like, and they have a wide variety of uses and tracked information. But the con of that is that with all of this techie stuff comes a greater cost. The cheapest watch you can buy is anywhere from $70 to $80 US, and then that jumps immediately to $150 to $160 US, and it just goes up in larger and larger increments, even to the point where you can buy a set of them for the low price of $10,000 US. So would I recommend them? Kind of. Like, they are a phenomenal piece of equipment, but I would really only recommend them to folks who can afford them, or who are really dedicated and focused to their fitness journey, because then I can see it as, kind of an investment in yourself. But for folks interested in gaining some personal health information, or maybe having, a step tracker, or something to generally encourage them on their fitness journey, absolutely not. There are far more cost-effective and equally useful fitness trackers out there. So that's my take on Garmin wearables.
Okay, so I have been tasked with telling you all about the Apple 6 fitness tracker and Apple's range of fitness options, fitness tracker options in general. So the Apple 6 is the latest of the models to come out. It has a couple of new features, and in general, good things you can say about the Apple fitness tracker. It's pretty accurate, it's very stylish, and it has a wide range of stylish options that you can choose from. Getting down to the things that it actually does, it can track when and how long you sleep to kind of gauge how good of a sleep you're getting. It can track your heart rate both when you're working out, in movement, and at rest. And it even has a new feature that will track the level of oxygen in your blood. So this kind of feels to me like something that maybe a layperson doesn't need to have. It also has a GPS tracker, a pedometer. It has a always on altimeter if you need that. This is another thing that I'm like, I'm not a mountain cyclist, so I don't need something that tracks my elevation at all times, but maybe you do. And if so, maybe this fitness tracker is for you. It has fall detection, which is something that I like. If you get hurt while you're hiking or you pass out or something, and it tracks that your movement is stopped for too long, it will automatically call emergency services to your location. So that's pretty cool. One feature that it has that I haven't seen around a lot and which is pretty relevant for this day and age is a hand washing station. So it can tell when you're washing your hands and tells you how long to wash your hands for. Super useful in COVID times, apparently. Now the downside, the cost. The Apple Fitness Tracker starts at around $530 plus tax, and depending on how stylish you want it to be, that cost can easily climb up into the thousands of dollars, or to past $1,000 easy. So as always with Apple, you're paying for the brand as well as for the latest features, and in this case, the brand costs money. Maybe an older model that might be a bit cheaper, it will still be good enough for you. One other thing they have is the Apple Fitness Tracker SE, which has reduced features but costs around $280. So that's still more expensive than, an average Fitbit, but if you're an Apple diehard or if you really like the features and the style of it, maybe that's the way to go. Ultimately, though, there are plenty of fitness trackers out there, and in any case, if you're going to be buying something like that, you should do your own research and find out what's best for you and for what you want out of your fitness tracker before diving in. We are back on Thursday with a very windy Frisbee challenge where we kind of emulate Cap. I guess now he's Cap. Before he was the Falcon, now he's Cap, and the Winter Soldier throwing the shield around in the latest Disney Plus show. So stay tuned to watch that and enjoy us making fools of ourselves.
I'm not actually running 100K. I didn't do that many push-ups, but don't put that in, Steve.